Lucie Pudilova versus Ailin Perez. Lucie is 14-8. She is 3-2 in her last five, coming off of that split decision loss slash potential robbery to Jocelyn Edwards. She's 29 years old, fighting against Ailin Perez. On Tapology here, it says her nickname is Nurmagomedov. I wonder if that's actually true. She's 8-2. She is 3-2 in her last five, and she's coming off of that dominating decision victory over Ashley Evans Smith. She is 29 years old, so both of them are actually pretty the same age. Lucie will have a 3-inch height advantage and a slight reach advantage there. Odds for this fight right now, I believe that Ailin Perez is the minus 175 favorite, but she actually opened up at a plus 142 underdog. So line movement flip right there. Now, Lucie, this is actually her second stint in the UFC, if I remember correctly. She is a striker who relies on more so her power shots to change the trajectory of the fight. She has fought with a lower volume pace style in her second stint in the UFC. When she does land, though, it shows. And also, I think Lucie has really been improving in her grappling as well. I think in her last couple fights, she's had couple of takedowns each fight. So she has had 4 takedowns in the last 2 fights. So it shows that she's constantly improving, and she's only 29. I mean, she's not like super old, and this is her second stint in the UFC. So it does show that she's improving. Ailin Perez, I mean, good stocky size and strength for the weight division. She's mostly a grappler, though. She does have improved striking that complements her grappling. I think in her last fight, she developed a pretty decent jab as well, but she's mainly a grappler. If you saw that fight against Ashley Evans Smith, she had 10 takedowns against her. So it shows that she does have good cardio and pressure to last all 15 minutes using that game plan. I think that she also controlled Ashley Evans Smith for 11 minutes out of the 15-minute fight. So it shows that she also just has good cardio overall to last all 15 minutes. I do think that Lucie is better than Ashley, though, and Ashley potentially could be pretty rusty and a bit washed after the 3-year layoff. So I think this is going to be just a much different opponent than what Perez might be used to from her last opponent. I'm probably going to pass on this fight just because I'm good. I'm probably good on women's MMA in general, unless it's like an over piece that I really like. The official pick here is Lucie by decision. I will go with the dog odds here. I will probably look at the over 2.5, honestly, as a parlay piece. I do like the value there. I believe right now the value on the over 2.5, it's a minus 275. So I think you can easily stuff that in the parlay because I think that Lucie will, like, if Ashley Evans Smith survived for, all 3 rounds, I think Lucie will be able to survive as well. And I think Ailin Perez will also be able to survive. So give me the over 2.5 as a potential parlay piece, and I'll just move on to the next fight. Gerard, what are your thoughts right here on this women's MMA fight between Lucie and Ailin Perez here?
So Lucie Pudilova, she kind of started off as a striker, and she has decent striking. But I'm not sure if she has the power to get Ailin Perez's respect. And as far as her recent fights, she kind of likes herself to be a grappler, doing more takedowns and some ground and pounds, and even looking for submissions now. So we see improvements in Lucie's game for sure. But those fighters that she was taking down and uh, dominating in terms of grappling, those were mostly strikers. And in this fight against Ailin, I don't know if she'll be able to take Ailin Perez down as easily because she's a wrestler and she's kind of thick.
Yeah.
So she'll be much harder to take down. And Ailin Perez seems to be improving in terms of the striking. I noticed that as far as her stand-up defense, she's kind of smart and not overextending or taking too much risk. Really, she's just setting up for the takedowns usually. And in this fight, I would bank more on Ailin Perez taking down Lucie than Lucie taking down Ailin in this fight. So I would lean. This is women's MMA, so I'm gonna lean low confidence. Ailin Perez, but I'll probably like you skip because yeah, last time I picked women's MMA, Mackenzie Dern, man,
Oh,
not so good. But yeah, oh no. So I'm probably gonna pass on women's MMA because yeah, but my pick here is Ailin Perez, and yeah, that's how I see this fight.
what do you think about the over that I mentioned?
The over, yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think this will go to a decision. Yeah, I think this will go to a decision. They're both pretty. Both probably going to survive in this fight. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be one of my parlay anchors. So I'm gonna stuff that into parlays for sure.